Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Milligan. We're here at the American Academy for Oral Systemic Health meeting, and we had one dental lab as an exhibitor who understood the oral systemic link and wanted to visit with us about the importance of your laboratory with the oral systemic link. It's David Block of Aesthetic Porcelain Studios out of Los Angeles, California. David, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure, Dr. Milligan. Thank you very much for having me.
Now, there are a number of ways that it's important to have a good lab, and David's is the best lab I've ever used. And so, with the oral systemic link, it's significant. So tell us a little bit about that, David. The marginal integrity.
You're bringing up some very interesting and valid points. I've always been involved in what I consider to be a key link to oral systemic health,
right,
which is obviously materials, preparation, design, and obviously the wearing of the occlusion.
Right.
With the advent of the lithium disilicate material or the EMAX material, the biocompatibility issues that have lingered in dentistry for years and years and years, as far as I'm concerned, are gone at this point.
Wonderful.
So to me, that is a major leap forward. And your particular organization, as far as I'm concerned, has made a major leap into that area there.
Thank you.
Okay? So to me, anybody that's overlooking this or pretending that it's going to go away is just living in a different planet. So again, materials have been able to conquer things that I've been dreaming about for years.
Okay.
And again, I thank you for inviting me to this group. I'm happy that I'm here. And certainly I hope there'll be more people involved in this organization by all means.
And you're teaching us a number of things. Of course, the marginal integrity. If we don't have good margins, we're going to get bacterial
correct
accumulation in those margins that are going to cause periodontal disease.
Absolutely.
If we don't have the right contours of the restoration.
Tissue-related issues.
Tissue-related issues.
Yeah,
exactly. Occlusion. Usually when you get a restoration back from David, you just drop it in and it's perfect, almost always. And so if the occlusion's off, you're going to get oral systemic, temporomandibular, you're going to get other problems.
Hyperocclusion-related issues,
right,
trauma to the teeth, gum-related issues,
right,
potentially I would think some abfraction issues on the opposing dentition.
Absolutely.
The list goes on forever in
right,
terms of the problems.
And we've talked about the biocompatible materials. So, you know, and David, he will help with the education. He will help with the excellent restorations. David, is there anything else that you would like to tell us before we close here?
Again, I think it's extremely important in our economic world that we're living in right now, the doctors grasp what is going on in your particular organization, right, because we're in uncharted territories right now. Let's be realistic about it. Okay,
there's only world.
It is. And if professional people like yourself, and let alone other professional people, don't grasp again what your organization is involved with, I think there's going to be major consequences associated with it. So it is important for a doctor to grasp it. It is important certainly for laboratories to educate doctors in terms of materials, and where this can all lead, obviously it can only lead to a better and a happier and a safer environment as far as the oral cavity and the rest of the body is concerned.
Great. So how do we get in touch with you, David?
Feel free to call me at Aesthetic Porcelain Studios, 1-800-544-9605, or you can email me at david@aestheticporcelain, that's AESTHETIC, porcelain.com.
And your website then would be?
www.aestheticporcelain.com.
David, thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure.